Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6, an explosion at a popular hotel in Prosser has fire investigators scratching their heads. Also,
I'm Monique Ledesma with Apple Valley News Now. Coming up, find out what it means for local women in business to empower one another and what barriers they had to overcome. All that and more coming up.
Plus, hops in focus in Yakima County this week. Our Emily Goodell will explain. Also ahead, new tonight within the last hour, we have learned that tumbleweeds will soon be closing. The details are ahead. Here's Stacy.
And we've got wind, rain, and dust all headed our way tomorrow, so enjoy the beautiful night tonight. I'll break it all down for you coming right up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
All right, good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Austin Reed. We're going to start right off the top at 6. We have a blowing dust advisory that was just issued. Let's get right to First Alert, Stacy Lee, who's live in our weather center. So, Stacy, what exactly does this mean for us?
We're going to have strong gusty winds, Austin, tomorrow, along with some rain coming through the area, blowing dust and strong gusty winds. But by the looks of it tonight, you wouldn't know that. It is gorgeous. 84 degrees right now in Yakima by our Skycam. Winds Zippo, but that's going to change tomorrow. Sunset at 6:49. So overall, it's been a nice day. Very warm, well above our averages. We hit the 90s in many places today. Everybody right now in the 80s. Get ready for a warm night. Those temperatures are anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees above where they were just 24 hours ago. That's also going to change. We're going to start trending down as we head towards the middle of the week, with temperatures a bit more seasonal as we get to our Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. So get ready for cooler fall-like temperatures, but we've got this storm track heading our way tomorrow, not only bringing showers to the region, but strong gusty winds, and we could even see some blowing dust. So there is a wind and dust advisory for tomorrow. Warm, wet, and windy is your Wednesday. Mild and cool tonight. Fall temperatures later this week. I'll break all of that down on my First Alert full weather forecast. Austin?
All right, Stacy, we'll see you then. Now to our big story at 6. It is harvest season for hops in Yakima, and brewers from across the country are in town to select their favorite hops. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us they also have a unique opportunity this week to get a sneak peek at hops in development.
I'm here at Yakima Valley Hops, where the Brewers Association is hosting Hop Source 2024, a free event for brewers to sample experimental hop breeds.
We have 2 breeders in the country. One's based out of Washington and the other is based out of Oregon.
Working to develop new varieties for the USDA Public Hop Breeding Program.
A shadow there. They've got a lot of information on how the hops are going to perform in the field, the agronomics of hops, but the piece that's missing that they need help with is knowing what these smell like, and more importantly, are brewers interested in them?
That's where the Hop Source Sensory event comes in.
Each day we have 2 flights. Each flight is 5 to 6 samples. What you're receiving are hop samples that have been ground up and placed into little baggies that they're able to then smell the hops from.
Using an app called Sample Aux, brewers can note how much they like the variety and what notes they can smell.
Pine, citrus, tropical, stone fruit.
That information helps breeders determine if they want to keep working on a particular variety.
Often they put these through these advanced lines of hops through Hop Source multiple years in a row to have multiple years of data.
Then comes farm trials and brewing trials. And after a couple of years, if all goes well,
then they'll officially release, turn the number into an actual name, and then it'll be available for everybody to grow and then brew with.
The event continues Wednesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. here at Yakima Valley Hops. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Emily, thank you for that. Well, the Central Washington State Fair is going on through this Sunday, and tomorrow you can get a special discount by helping your community. It is Apple Valley News Now School Drive and Pizza Hut Kids Day. If you come between 2 p.m. when the fair opens and 4 p.m. with a donation of 3 new unopened school supplies, you'll get in for free. Supplies include pencils, crayons, colored pencils, markers, spiral notebooks, packages of notebook paper, glue, or a backpack. The supplies will go to help local kids in need. Part of the Wine Valley Inn, located in Prosser, is now closed off. The closure comes after West Benton Fire and Rescue says that an explosion happened yesterday evening at the inn. The explosion was due to a water pipe, also leaving the affected area without power. West Benton Fire Rescue does say no one was hurt because of the explosion, but the investigation will continue. Turning to news in Northeast Oregon now, this morning, just before 10:30, East Umatilla Fire Rescue was called to this tractor fire on Butler Grade and Van Cycle Road around Helix. Firefighters say the farmers took care of the perimeter of the fire with a disc, as well as assisting in putting the fire out. A number of local fire units responded, including Milton Freewater Rural Fire Department, with a couple of brush trucks and a tender. Nobody was hurt. We are monitoring some crime alerts now. The West Richland Police Department says a man was arrested for several charges after stealing a car and leading police on a car chase. Officers say Andy Guzman Gonzalez was arrested and booked into the Benton County Jail on suspicion of felon possession of a stolen vehicle, felony attempt to elude police, felony malicious mischief, driving while suspended, among other charges. This case all started last Friday, the 20th, after officers spotted a stolen car with people in the area of Arena Road. The Washington State Patrol is asking for the public's help in locating a person of interest in a serious injury hit-and-run collision. The crash involved a black 2011 Dodge Grand Caravan and a silver 2013 BMW sedan on State Route 24 near milepost 43 in Benton County. The crash occurred on Thursday, September 12th, just before 5:30 p.m. Witnesses observed two individuals flee the scene. One of the people identified was this guy, Bruce Roderick. The victim and driver of the BMW was transported to a local hospital for serious injuries. Call state police if you know anything. We reported to you yesterday that there's an upper respiratory virus spreading through the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter. The shelter is under quarantine now until they get the virus under control. They can't take in any animals or adopt out any at this time. The shelter is still waiting for test results.
The dogs seem to be responding to a treatment of antibiotics at this time. But this, whatever this is not kennel cough. Tests have shown that. So they're running some more tests and hope to have something a little more definitive by the end of the week. We've had reports that whatever this is being reported also at some other kennels and around the area. So it's something that's not just localized to the Tri-City Animal Shelter at this time.
The shelter will keep everyone updated, and so will we at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. New at 6, within the last hour, the owners of Tumbleweeds announced they are closing up the restaurant at close of business today. The announcement was made by owner Keith Moon, who sparked it on the restaurant's Facebook page. Moon and his wife took ownership of the restaurant in 2014. He started at the restaurant when he was 14 and eventually took over the family business. The announcement also stated that Moon is already working with a group that is interested in buying the restaurant and keeping it as Tumbleweeds. We have more details about this right now at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. An inspirational moment celebrating local women in business with the biggest Women in Business Career Conference in Eastern Washington. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma takes us into how attending this event wasn't even a question when it comes to supporting local business.
More than hundreds of women gathered at the Three Rivers Convention Center in Kennewick for the Tri-Cities Women in Business Conference. The conference also included the Athena Awards luncheon, where two local women received the Athena Leadership Awards. Nicole Green is the business owner of Revive Wellness LLC in Kennewick. She says she wasn't missing out on an opportunity to celebrate other local women's accomplishments.
I wanted to be able to network and meet other women and entrepreneurs. I think it is so important for us women. We have so many clinics here, but we should all be cheering each other on. You know, there's enough around the Tri-Cities to go around. So I just want to be a part of that.
We need to empower and stand by each other and have each other's backs. we're strong women, that we provide a lot to the community, and what else can we do by supporting our community by showing up?
Green says she's been running her business for about 2.5 years, but balancing her new business and personal life didn't come overnight.
You know, it took me a while because I was working full-time and doing my business part-time, and I had no life for about a year. My husband and I knew, though, that that's what it had to take to get to where we are today. Hard work, right? It's not easy. It doesn't just happen overnight. And so just being able to now relieving some of that work to my employees and bringing people in to help me.
Blanche Barajas is a council member for the city of Pasco and former city of Pasco mayor. She says attending events like these helps her let other women know if you set your mind on accomplishing something, you can do it.
2018, I was elected as the first Latina into city council in the city of Pasco in almost 136 years. That is a huge success for every woman that wants to be better, that wants to do better, that probably didn't think that they could be at a local government position, but here I am. But being in these positions and keep pushing forward, it gives you that purpose to then share with someone else that there's a purpose. And so it is very empowering. We're breaking barriers. We're tearing down barriers. And hopefully everyone that thinks that they don't have the potential can meet up with a counselor, a mentor, a coach that will just guide them through that little step that they need to make it.
If you could give a message to someone who's thinking about starting their own business, but they're not too sure or they're afraid, what would that message be?
You know what? Just do it. I worked full-time and did my business part-time on the side for a while, and when I finally took that leap of faith to just quit my full-time job and do my business full-time, it paid off, and I've grown so much since then, so just do it.
Blanche says the Office of Minority-Owned Women in Business is currently doing coaching sessions, helping women get a start on their futures. Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, Monique, the two women awarded this year are Lisa Bugis, the Community Engagement and Philanthropy Relationship Manager with Numerica Credit Union, and Amanda Lorraine, the CEO and co-founder of Grace Kitchen. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now live at 6. Billboards in the spotlight in one Tri-Cities community. We'll tell you more. Plus, we are tracking Hurricane Helene. What you need to know is coming right up. And Stacy is tracking our local forecast. We'll be right back.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of built Ford tough.
If you think a little change in dinner plans would bother Dee Dee,
then you'd be wrong. Let's roll, guys. Good. Hey, split up.
Yep, when it comes to dining out, Dee Dee knows how to roll. From all you can eat to the best burger this side of Mount Adams, Mexican food, pizza, or Asian fusion, it's always fine at Legends. Legends Casino Hotel, because fun is how we roll.
Get 3.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on a 2024 Cadillac Lyric when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
At Mattress Depot USA, we're all about being friendly.
Customer friendly.
Our sleep consultants would tailor the perfect sleep solution just for you.
Local friendly.
We grew up here.
Brand friendly.
The top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Price friendly.
We always give you the best value.
We might just be the friendliest place on earth. Excuse me? Don't worry, you're still the happiest.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Prices are out of control with no end in sight, and Jared Sessler supports a 30% national sales tax that'll drive prices even higher. 30% more for your bacon, eggs, and milk. Trying to buy a home? Think again. Sessler would even tax your healthcare and utility bills by 30%. We can't afford Jared Sessler and his 30% tax. National Interest Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
It's game day. Tackle high prices with great deals from Overturf Kia. Get sporty with a tech-savvy, fuel-efficient 2024 Kia Forte sedan, starting at just $19,990. Or get 1.9% interest for up to 48 months. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, including saving up to $8 on Rain-X Longitude wiper blades, hot priced at just $11.99. Bi-Mart, celebrating 20 years of employee ownership.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of built Ford tough.
Kraken, Canucks, live from Vancouver. Puck drop at 7 tonight on MeTV.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 continues in Pasco, where the city council met yesterday, and the issue of billboards was on the agenda. For 18 years, there have been billboard restrictions, and this subject has had 3 council workshops, so there won't be any more public comment. The proposed changes have been clarified pretty well. The downtown core area will still not have billboards. This map shows where billboards would be permitted. The numbers indicate how many can be in a certain area on the highway. The yellow areas indicate where billboards will be allowed, but will need to be approved by the city. Some specifics called out in the new ordinance: a billboard can be up to 250 square feet. There has to be at least 500 feet in between the billboards. There was one public comment that came from a digital billboard maker.
It's going to be a positive for the city of Pasco and the small local businesses. Allowing a small managed number of billboards is going to create an efficient and effective option for those small businesses to advertise.
Lehman added that every digital billboard his company makes will give one spot to the city so that emergencies, traffic accidents, or other city info like local events can be relayed to the community. Well, mandatory evacuations are now underway in at least 7 Florida counties as Tropical Storm Helene threatens to hit as the strongest storm to make landfall in the U.S. in over a year. Helene is currently swirling through the northwestern Caribbean Sea and will set off on a kind of a breakneck pace of strengthening in the hours ahead. Here's Laura Aguirre.
We always say, hide from the wind, run from the water.
Potentially life-threatening levels of both are bearing down on the southeastern U.S. this week. In Florida, local and state leaders are assuring the public Tuesday they're prepared for what's coming and a warning to take this storm seriously.
We go through training. We have experience with this. We have high water vehicles. All of that is in place. The question is, are you in place? Are all your plans ready to go?
Helene is expected to rapidly intensify over warm Gulf waters, on track to make landfall on Florida's northern Gulf Coast late Thursday, possibly as a Category 3 hurricane.
The Big Bend and Panhandle should be especially prepared for a direct impact.
This hurricane will have tropical storm force winds in excess of 250 miles from the center.
Florida's Emergency Management Executive Director says those winds will encompass the state's entire western coastline and stretch to the Atlantic side across most of the peninsula.
Go ahead, get those preparations done today. Make sure your entire family knows that disaster plan and what they should do.
The Tampa to Big Bend area was hit hard last summer by Hurricane Idalia, which roared ashore as a Category 3 in late August with record-breaking storm surge and devastating property damage.
This potentially could be even more powerful than Idalia. We'll see.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And hurricanes down south. Beautiful weather here. It's been very warm, 10 to 15 degrees above our average. 86 right now outside Legends Casino Skycam. Our winds are light at 7 miles per hour. Sunset at 6:49. Take a look at that weather pattern. It's a shifting and a changing. We've had that closed high pressure system sitting over us, now well off to the south and east. Here comes the rain onshore and a cold front on top of that. That's going to tighten things up and bring those strong gusty winds to our area, along with some rain showers through our region. Here's Futurecast. We'll kind of time things out tomorrow. You'll see those clouds building up after the morning hours with some spotty stray showers through the Columbia Basin, but more so you'll see those showers across the Cascade Mountains, Ellensburg and Yakima. We'll see again a chance of showers later in the afternoon, intensifying more towards the Blue Mountains in the evening, where we could see some thunder and lightning as well, with these warm temperatures and a cold front all combining together. Again, strong gusty winds and even a dust and wind advisory for tomorrow. Let's talk about rain accumulation. Not expecting a lot, as you can see, through the area, more so through the Cascade Mountains, but most of that will dry up by the time it gets to the eastern portion of the Cascade. So the big news will be the wind and the dust tomorrow. We're talking a quarter to 1 mile of visibility in places, especially that 395 corridor heading up towards Moses Lake and out on I-90 towards Spokane. That gets particularly dangerous when those winds, and of course all the fields have been plowed and there's lots of freestanding dirt ready to blow around. Here's those gusty winds we'll see tomorrow around noon. You'll see those pick up in the Tri-Cities through those mountain gap areas like the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, and again to the north, especially up towards the Moses Lake area. Very strong gusty winds with blowing dust, so that could be dangerous for travelers on the roadways. Next few hours looking very pleasant this evening in Yakima. 80s down into the 70s here. We'll be down to 73 at 9 o'clock in Tri-City, so a rather warm evening, a few degrees warmer than we saw last night. 70 by 9 in Ellensburg. Hermiston, beautiful evening, staying in the 80-degree temps till 8 o'clock, down to 73 at 9. Walla Walla, lovely there as well. So those overnight lows just slightly warmer than where we were last night, but still dropping into the 50s. Very pleasant overnight and comfortable. That's Kittitas, Yakima Valley, Columbia Basin. 50s and 60s here overnight. Looking at the foothills of the Blues, a little bit warmer there, a little protection from the mountains with temperatures sitting in the 60s. So those temperatures remain warm in through tomorrow, and then we'll start to see things sliding down into the 70s. There you go, your 80-degree temps. Wave goodbye to them because they're going to be gone after tomorrow. Here's those 70-degree temperatures, gusty winds, 30% chance of rain in Yakima, and look at that, a nice long slew of 70s. Temperatures right around the average or just slightly below going through the rest of the week. 20% chance of rain, gusty winds, blowing dust in the Tri-Cities, and those temperatures sitting in the 70s after today. So I think we could be seeing the final of our 80-degree temperatures for a while, as we will start to slide into those fall-like conditions moving forward, with those overnight lows dropping down into the 40s. They warm those up just a bit from what we were looking at yesterday, but still getting kind of cool overnight with 70-degree temps. So the big takeaway tonight, of course, is batten down the hatches. It's going to be windy. Close up all the windows and doors because the dust will be blowing through the area.
All right. Thank you, Stacey. Coming up next here at 6 o'clock, we have a health alert this evening. Are chemicals linked to breast cancer? Are they causing even more harm? That story after this.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
All right, so my job here is the food and beverage executive chef. I've been here 10 years. Started off here as an entry-level cook. I was given the opportunity to step into the executive chef role, which is the position that I'm in. I've been in that position for about 6 years now, almost. What I do here, I handle not so much the day-to-day operations, but everything that goes into the menu planning, the SOPs for all of the cooks, recipes, ensuring all the recipes are all the same, the consistency, the vision of the food and beverage department as far as the aesthetics. What is it going to look like? What does the food preparation look like? We have everything from catering, fast food, employee meals, which is a cafeteria style setting, and then obviously our bread and butter, what we do, a buffet here at Legends. What we like to do here is try to keep our team members happy, try to be versatile with them, try to be flexible, whatever needs that they may have. We try to accommodate. We do have childcare here on property, so if somebody needs to drop their kids off at childcare, that option's always there. You could come into our department with no experience at all, but we're gonna show you how to hold a knife, we're gonna show you how to cut vegetables, we're gonna show you how to cut meat, we're gonna show you how to use all the equipment. Is the comfort of knowing that I'm gonna have my consistent 40 hours a week. And that goes from everywhere from a dishwasher all the way up to my position. It's another benefit of working here at Legends. I like to think of it more as a career rather than a job.
All right, Jay, time to go. It's hard to believe how quickly time flies. Our lives definitely get a lot busier this time of year. Soccer practice, club sports, school events, It's a lot to juggle. Having an SUV that we can easily pack everything into and still have plenty of room is amazing. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
If you'd rather be here or here instead of here, then you gotta start here with Honda, the most trusted brand on the road according to KBB.com. Honda's also the best deal on the road 10 years in a row. And that includes the award-winning Honda Passport and Honda Pilot, both winners of Car and Driver's Editor's Choice Award. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get the Honda Pilot with 2.9% APR financing. For details, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
When a loved one gets sick, it's usually women
who have to leave their jobs to care for them.
Now, I-2124 would take long-term care benefits away from millions of families,
forcing them on to private insurance
that charges women 70% more than men,
and denies coverage for people with pre-existing conditions.
So vote no.
Because our loved ones can't afford to lose their long-term care benefits.
And neither can we.
Back now with a health alert. A new study found chemicals linked to breast cancer are leaching into our foods. Nearly 200 chemicals connected to breast cancer are used to make food packaging and plastic tableware. And dozens of those carcinogens can actually migrate into the human body. According to the study, 40 of the recently detected chemicals in food packaging are already classified as hazardous by regulatory agencies around the world. The findings come as rates of early onset breast cancer in women under 50 are increasing, and experts say the trend cannot be explained by genetics alone. We'll be right back.
Josh Cobra, First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
It only happens once a year, Steve Hunt Kia's summer clearance sale, so don't get stuck in the slush. Bring any trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, and take advantage of Steve Hunt all-wheel drive sale, all with 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days. Steve Hunt Kia.com.
Craving our world-famous hand-rolled crisp burritos with creamy, bacony, chipotle, smoky goodness? Try our new smoky pork crisp burrito for a limited time. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels, and every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. It's a better deal on better tires. Get more from Les.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood. But I couldn't do it alone. That's where Hapo came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought Crumble to our community. Where do you credit union?
There are those who factor and those who don't. Nothing this good comes this easy.
Except Factor.
Fresh, never frozen meals ready in 2 minutes.
Craving our world-famous hand-rolled crisp burritos with creamy, bacony, chipotle, smoky goodness? Try our new smoky pork crisp burrito for a limited time. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
It only happens once a year. Steve Hunt Kia's summer clearance sale. So don't get stuck in the slush. Bring any trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Can take advantage of Steve Hunt all-wheel drive sale. All with 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days. Steve Hunt Kia.com.
You know how when you're living your life, and then all of a sudden you're out there helping cops solve crimes? That's me.
Aren't you our cleaning lady?
Not today.
That big brain of hers is going to help us close a lot of cases.
I think it was murder and a cover-up, but I want to know how you know.
Sounds like a challenge. Got a dead body. Gotta go.
High Potential, all new tonight, 10/9 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
I'm Dan Hansen. Coming up tonight on Apple Valley News Now, the Benton County Sheriff's Office and Kennewick Police Department make it easier for you to file a police report.
Also on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30, the region's only live and local news right now. The Oregon DMV responding to registering undocumented people to vote. That and more right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Austin Reed with Stacy Lee. We always do weather first at 6:30 and wind.
Yeah, wind and dust. I've been enjoying the warm weather. It was, we took the pups out for a walk today, training a 3-pound dog to walk.
Yeah, how is she doing, by the way?
She's an escape artist, but I might need some training help with that one. She's running our house right now. But anyway, it was warm this afternoon. I'm enjoying it, but things are about to change, including wind and dust. Check it out. We have a wind dust advisory tomorrow. So strong gusty winds, 20 to 30 miles an hour, gusting up to 45 miles an hour. And a lot of the fields have been plowed now. We're starting to harvest, which could create some blowing dust, which could be a problem, especially if you're traveling on 395 or I-90 up towards the Spokane area. Right now, though, lovely, beautiful weather, 84 degrees, winds are light. Our sunset at 6:49. So, you know, enjoy what we have right now. Temperatures elsewhere around the area, nice and warm, and those warm temps are going to stay up there for most of the evening until overnight. In fact, we're running anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees above where we were 24 hours ago. Here's that temperature trend. We're going to start trending down right around the average for this time of year. 78 for Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Yakima and Walla Walla typically around 76 degrees this time of year, and that's right where we're going to be beginning Thursday. Here's the weather pattern. We've got a storm system coming through. It's going to bring moisture and the strong gusty winds as it moves onshore. So get ready for a mild night. Cool temperatures, a little bit warmer than last night. Warm, windy, and wet tomorrow. A wind and dust advisory also in place, and those fall temperatures are coming up. Austin?
All right, Stacy, we'll see you in just a bit. Well, the Benton County Sheriff's Office and the Kennewick Police Department teaming up to bring the community a new online reporting website. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says there are a few things you need to know before using this tool.
The online reporting system is designed to be quick and easy and help reduce barriers for those filing a police report for a non-emergency crime.
We hope reducing the time that officers will need to take those reports that aren't priority or aren't going to be investigated further, and allowing that time to be used for proactive policing.
Commander Isaac Merkel from the Kennewick Police Department tells me KPD partnered with the Benton County Sheriff's Office to come up with this tool. He says it's important for the community to know this is for non-emergency reporting only, such as
a barking dog, your vehicle was broken into, but you have no suspects.
Shane Vasic lives in Kennewick. He's had one of his cars broken into, and Vasic tells me he thinks an online tool like this will help.
I think it'll make it easier for your average person that doesn't really like to make a phone call and report something. It's just a little more simple in a sense.
Commander Merkel says it's important to remember these are cases where they don't have a suspect, so no charges will be filed. It is used just to document the incident that happened. Commander Merkel says this tool is an option, so you can still call dispatch and request an officer to come out and take a report. And remember, this is for non-emergencies only. If you feel like it's an emergency, hang up and dial 911. In Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Dan, thank you for that. In your money news tonight, Washington's economy increased by 1,600 jobs in August. Unemployment rate decreased slightly to 4.8%. Specifically, Benton County is sitting around 4.6%, Yakima 6.2%. Franklin County's number is 5.5. Walla Walla is at 4.5%. Kittitas County right around 5.3. Grant County stands at 4.9%. And last but not least, Adams County is hovering around the 4.3% mark. Well, in July, home prices in the U.S. hit a record high for the 14th month in a row. The latest S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller U.S. National Home Price Index was released today. The index rose 5% in July from a year earlier. Low inventory has been pushing home prices up for decades. It's not all bad news, though, for prospective home buyers. The pace of home price growth in July continued to slow down. Also, mortgage rates are down. At last check, the average 30-year fixed-rate mortgage was at its lowest level since early 2023. Hey, Petco is recommitting to an adoption-only policy for rabbits. This change comes after Rabbit.org accused the company of betraying its previous promises to stop all rabbit sales. Petco recently completed a limited pilot program that sold less than 50 rabbits in select locations. All remaining miniature rabbits as part of the program will now be offered for adoption. Animal welfare groups criticize the sale of rabbits because it leads to regretful owners who don't understand the cost and time it takes to care for these animals. According to Petco, rabbits are the third most popular companion animal in the U.S. The charge of attempted assassination of a presidential candidate has officially been filed against the man accused of trying to kill former President Donald Trump. Prosecutors today filed the charge against Ryan Wesley Routh. The man, they say, camped outside of Donald Trump's West Palm Beach golf course for hours on end, armed with a rifle that he pointed through a chain-link fence with a clear shot to the next hole where the former president was headed on September 15th. Prosecutors told a federal magistrate judge that Routh stalked Trump in Florida for more than a month. They are prepared to present cell phone data too. Judge Eileen Cannon, a Trump appointee who oversaw and later threw out the federal criminal classified documents case against the president, was assigned to oversee the case, according to court documents. All right, we're going to head to Oregon now. An internal review finds more than 1,200 possible non-citizens registered to vote in the Beaver State. It's over a clerical error related to the Motor Voter Act. Brary Mongold has these details.
Every indication is that this is really a clerical error and a mistake, a regrettable mistake.
Oregon transportation officials adding safeguards to some day-to-day processes after more than 1,200 individuals who were possibly non-citizens were registered to vote because of a mistake at DMV offices. State officials saying drivers who used a non-American birth certificate or passport to obtain or renew their license were accidentally recorded as using an American document because that was the default setting.
We've reordered that drop-down menu so that the U.S. passport isn't sort of the default selection.
Governor Kotek now calling on Oregon DMV to go above and beyond to make sure the automatic registration system, which started in 2016 with the Motor Voter Act, never puts out another mistaken voter registration. Meanwhile, state Republicans are now calling for more election security.
I don't think it's a Republican issue or a Democrat issue. This should be an issue that our election system is safe and secure, and only American citizens are eligible to vote in our election.
The DMV caught wind of the mistake after they got an unprompted request from the Institute for Responsive Government on July 29th, asking for an update on automatic voter registration. Nearly 2 months later, the House Republican leader says he's not convinced the issue is over with.
We don't know how deep this goes. We've had elections that have been decided by 84 votes or less. We've had elections and primaries that were decided by a coin toss. So every vote does matter, every vote does count.
That was Barry Mangold reporting. The 1,200 plus people found to have been accidentally registered to vote have been pulled from the Oregon voter rolls. Hey, tonight you can watch the Kraken game on our sister station, that is MeTV. It starts at 7 p.m., so in about 20 minutes from now. Tonight, the guys are taking on the Vancouver Canucks. You can find it in the Tri-Cities on channel 42.2 or in the Yakima area on channel 35.2, MeTV. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30. We're going to fly the Northwest. But first, a bronze statue of Johnny Cash unveiled today. We'll tell you where. And Stacy is tracking almost your midweek forecast. She's back with that when we come on back.
Kraken, Canucks, live from Vancouver. Puck drop at 7 tonight on MeTV.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Prices are out of control with no end in sight, and Jared Sessler supports a 30% national sales tax that'll drive prices even higher. 30% more for your bacon, eggs, and milk. Trying to buy a home? Think again. Sessler would even tax your healthcare and utility bills by 30%. We can't afford Jared Sessler and his 30% tax. National Interest Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hot tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Thank you for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
Now that's good.
What's new, what's now, and what's next, plus first alert weather every 10 minutes. Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started. Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Take good care of you. Bruce Heating and Air.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
It's game day. Tackle high prices with great deals from Overturf Kia. The new 2025 Kia Sportage Hybrid gives you 3 great ways to save fuel. Available with a fuel-efficient gas engine, a gas-electric hybrid, or as a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. A new 2025 Kia Sportage Hybrid with all-wheel drive starts at just $31,940. Plus, get 5.99% interest for up to 72 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Welcome back, everybody. Coca-Cola's new spiced flavor is getting fizzled out just 6 months after it hit the shelves. The company said it is pulling Coca-Cola Spice to make room for a new flavor set to launch next year. Spiced Coke was the company's newest permanent flavor. It was created to attract Gen Z drinkers who have a thirst for punchier flavors, I should say. Spiced Coke blended traditional Coke flavor with raspberry notes, but it wasn't actually spicy. Coca-Cola didn't offer a reason why it axed the drink. A bronze statue of Johnny Cash was unveiled at the U.S. Capitol today. Cash was an Arkansas native. The statue will represent Arkansas in the nation's capital. The National Statuary Hall Steering Committee and the Arkansas Capitol Arts and Grounds Commission, they commissioned the peace.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And now settling, I'm hearing Ring of Fire in my head. Legends Casino Skycam tonight. Look at that. A nice evening. Nice light winds, 86 degrees. Still very warm out there. Winds at 7 miles per hour. Our dew point at 62 degrees. And again, very nice evening. Those warm temps will be hanging around for a little bit. But get ready. We have a shift in the weather beginning tomorrow. That high pressure has moved on out. Now comes the cold front. That's going to bring gusty winds and showers, first moving across the west coast line and then moving inland across the Cascade Mountains into the eastern part of the state with another ridge of high pressure right behind it. But that's going to allow the cool air to now shift down into our area out off of the coast. Here comes those showers, some stray showers midday-ish, 2 o'clock. Could see a few, or they could just skip on by. But better chance of those rains in Ellensburg and Yakima. Later in the evening, though, we could see some showers move through the Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Pendleton, Heppner area, and we could even see a thunder shower or two along with those gusty winds or strong gusty winds and showers. We're going to see a dust advisory in place. Now, how much rain are we talking? Not a lot. Here's what our futurecast is predicting rain-wise. Again, about 1/8 of a 100th of an inch in Ellensburg. Look at Yakima, just a trace here in Tri-Cities, Prosser, even for Walla Walla. I was hoping for better numbers. We could use those showers moving through, but we do have a wind and dust advisory. Gusty winds 20 to 30 miles an hour, gusting up to 45. Reduced visibility in some areas, 1/4 of a mile to 1 mile when we see the blowing dust. Lots of farms are doing their harvesting, so all that dirt just waiting to blow around. Here's those gusty winds. About noon is when you'll really start to feel them pick up all through the region, and it'll stay gusty right into the early afternoon and into the evening. We'll finally start to see a little bit of a die down overnight, and then some breezy winds on Thursday, but not too bad getting through the day Thursday. Let's take a look at those temperatures around the area tonight. 50s through the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Sunnyside and Yakima 57, Ellensburg 54, 57 in Toppenish. 60 tonight for Connell, Tri-Cities and Hermiston, 57 in Prosser, and the foothills of the Blues in the mid-60s for Milton Freewater, Pendleton dropping down to 58. So those warmer temperatures again with us through tomorrow, but they're shifting as that cold front will start to move through the area. So you'll see the cooling temperatures here by a few degrees all through the area, 70s and 80s. Here's the 7-day planning forecast. Look for those gusty winds with a 30% chance of rain. 70s start on Thursday in Yakima and Tri-Cities as well, a little closer to 80 here. However, again, windy and temperatures declining as we get through the week. Weekend is not looking too bad. Sunshine, mid-70s. I'm not going to complain. Windy tomorrow in Walla Walla, 20% chance of rain. Better chance of a thunderstorm there again by the foothills of the Blues. But overall, we're looking at some really mild weather headed our way. And they've warmed up those overnight lows a few degrees. We were looking at the lower 40s. We've increased those a few degrees heading towards the weekend. So again, do keep a close eye on your sensitive vegetation. So if you're still growing a garden out there, start harvesting, start thinking fall. It's not quite that freeze level yet, but we're getting there.
Now, this will be my first fall in the Tri-Cities and Yakima Valley. Right. When do we generally start seeing the leaves change?
The leaves will start changing by towards the end of this month, beginning of October. Okay. We'll do a fall foliage update coming up. It usually goes from west to east, but we'll start to see that. Freeze levels typically don't happen until October as well, but I'll keep an eye on that for everyone.
Just a few more days.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, thanks, Stacey. Up next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30, we're going to fly the Northwest. Tonight, we head to northern Idaho. Do stay with us.
Look, here's a phone company who wants us to use our phones less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
It's a free ride, but I already paid.
Get 3.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on a 2024 Cadillac Lyriq when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Looking for a new
appliance but don't want to wait weeks for delivery? At Fred's Appliance, our Get It Today inventory makes sure you don't have to. Thanks to our fully stocked warehouses, we have a vast selection of appliances ready for you right now. From refrigerators to washing machines, ovens to dryers, you name it, we have it ready to go. No more waiting, no more delays. Just the appliance you need when you need it. Fred's Appliance. If we advertise it, we've got it. Visit any of our showrooms and get your new appliance today.
Fun and excitement are waiting for you at Wild Horse Resort and Casino in Pendleton. Try your hand at Vegas-style slots and table games, indulge in fine dining, enjoy restaurant amenities, or swing away on 2 championship golf courses. Find out what's happening with upcoming promotions, book hotel rooms, buy event tickets, and more on the new mobile app. App users get more chances to win through exciting pop-up promotions and exclusive app-only games. Download, play, and win today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
My mom, soccer is my life. I've been playing for as long as I can remember. Scoring goals, hanging with my friends, the travels, it's really fun. Before hitting the field, there's this tradition I have, grabbing snacks. Pre-game feel, you know? Whether it's gearing up for an away game or it's a quick stop, my Hapo debit card is always with me. Just like my teammates trust me on the field, my mom trusts me to make smart choices off the field. Where do you, credit union?
Our phones were made to help us connect, and somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic, don't you think? Oh, I love this song so much.
Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to the region's only live and local news at 6:30.
That's right. Let's take a flight now with our weekly segment, Fly the Northwest. This time, we're flying over St. Joe River in Idaho.
We are at Huckleberry Campground, the most beautiful camp in northern Idaho, right along the St. Joe River. Couldn't get anywhere more beautiful. As you drive up the river and you're looking at the river, you begin to see different places where there is, just flaming red that is absolutely wonderful. I love the yellows. The yellows are a sunshine kind of feel to me. And one of the things that I really love is a blue sky. And when you look at the blue and the green and the yellow and the contrast, just, like today where it's just perfect. Clouds are great, but right now, no clouds, just the colors. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We're full this weekend because people are coming for that, as well as the preparation for the hunting season. There's some hunters up here, and there's some people who just, like you say, they want the very last part of the season, their last camping trip. And there is so many amazing things and places to see around here. There's great hiking spots and places that you can go to. The fishing this is a high-class fly fishing river. We always ask people when they have their fishing poles, how'd you do today? And the majority of the time it's like, better than I expected, or absolutely wonderful, I caught one this long, you know. There's just beauty everywhere you look. There's something wonderful to see and smell and feel when you're up here.
Makes me want to go camping.
Yeah, she had some positive energy there.
Yeah, she did.
All right, we'll have a final look at weather when we come back.
Get to Mercedes-Benz of Yakima or call us and we'll pick up your trade and deliver your new Mercedes right to you during the Power of Choice sale at Mercedes-Benz of Yakima or stevehahn.com.
create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $50 on the MSA 60 CB battery chainsaw and save $50 on the VGA 57 battery blower. Real STIHL.
Enjoy bowling here at Triple Play, where fun is always in season. French fries are fun, which is always in season here at Triple Play. Speaking of fun, did you know it's always in season at Triple Play?
Dude, what's with dropping the tagline?
The marketing ladies wanted me to push it.
What did they offer you?
5 pizzas.
Gonna share, right?
Of course.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Oh, thanks.
Which is better, Honda or Toyota? Well, the Honda Accord and CR-V both made the Car and Driver 10 Best list. Camry and RAV4 did not. In fact, when it comes to the 10 Best, no one comes close to Honda, the only company to make every single 10 Best list. That means Honda's not just better, it's the best. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get the Honda CR-V with 2.9% APR financing. So for big deals on America's best brand, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
Women, were you exposed to Dactyl while you were pregnant? Infant birth defects are caused by this toxic weed killer used in farming, landscaping, and gardening. As a result, the EPA has asked agricultural workers to stop using Dactyl, also known as DCPA. If you or your child was injured by Dactyl, protect your rights for compensation. Call Whites and Luxembourg today at 917-LAWYERS to learn more. That's 917-LAWYERS.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same-day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Get to Mercedes-Benz of Yakima or call us and we'll pick up your trade and deliver your new Mercedes right to you during the Power of Choice sale at Mercedes-Benz of Yakima or stevehahn.com.
Kraken, Canucks, live from Vancouver. Puck drop at 7 tonight on MeTV.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We've got viewer photo of the day, and we're counting down.
We are counting down. Let's take a look at that viewer photo. Great shot of that supermoon from last week. Remember, it was visible during the day, and it was really intense for several nights. So thanks for that, Deneen. Remember, you can send your weather photo in by using the QR code on the right side of your screen, or go to applevalley.newsnow.com. Click on the weather tab and you'll see the landing page for your photos. Also, photo album of all of our weather photos that get submitted. Go check those out. All right, let's take a look at our countdown. We're counting down to the holidays. 37 days now, Austin, until Halloween. And look at that, winter officially begins in 88 days. Now we have 88 days of fall that we just started.
Wow.
And then you were saying 99 days left of 2024. It's gonna be 2025 in less than 100 days. So putting things into perspective for you right there. All right, planning your day tomorrow, a nice morning to start with, but then those gusty winds pick up by the afternoon. We'll start seeing those showers, mainly in Yakima first, later in the day for Tri-Cities and Walla Walla. If we get anything, we might squeeze a few drops out of there, probably more towards the Walla Walla area. Next 7 days, looking fall-like. There's those 70-degree temperatures, a nice long run of those, and looking good into the weekend. And I know she mentioned hunting, so people are getting ready to hunt right now. Fishing's on Columbia River, lots of salmon fishing. I'm seeing everybody with their big, huge catches. So anyway, perfect weather for all of the above.
All right, thank you so much. And thank you for joining us on Apple Valley News Now at 6. You can find the latest at applevalley.newsnow.com. I'm Austin Reed with Stacey Lee. We'll see you at 11, hoping your news is good news.
Have a good night.